Hello, everybody. I didn't even bother putting the banner up. Uh, it was time to go live. My alarm went off. I was like, oh, well, that happened. Let me put myself in recording mode so I don't get bothered. So Steve's been grabbing up a bunch of stuff just for me to play with and whatever else. What were these? Because they would go really good.
But you just used the bead yesterday.
I don't care. It's the green charite. Sorry, he's been grabbing me stuff from here and there and everywhere. And so we're just going to do a good old fashioned bracelet bash. Nothing too complicated. Don't need to stretch my mental acumen fully tonight since, I was laying down and almost forgot I had a live at all. So there's a bunch of stuff on my bead mat. We're going to have a bunch of fun though. How is everybody doing? Tammy, thank you for coming. It's going to take a minute for people to get in here. Which is okay. Because I just realized that I think I sent both my 0.7 and my 1 millimeter stretch magic home with my nieces. So, good evening, Donna. Hello, Beth. We're going to do a bracelet bash, but just to warn you, I don't have stretch magic. And Steve is over here trying to cause an avalanche. But it's okay. I have other stretch, just not stretch magic, which isn't my favorite thing to do, but I'll just double it up. Then it'll be safe-ish. So Steve pulled out some beads that he got me for Christmas. I really don't like this. I don't like it. He's trying to hand me the Ilonga. No, thank you. No. I'll be like Maddox when he was 4 years old and had to get staples or stitches. And he just kept saying, no, thank you. No, thank you, please. No, thank you. No, thank you, please. When they said he had to have stitches. It was cute. She said it was the cutest temper tantrum she'd ever seen. So, hello, Jenny. You left me a message. I did. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay, cool. I'll reach out afterwards, Tammy. That gets me excited.
And
Tammy. Okay, bye. Go away. Love you.
thank you.
Super. So we'll start with the stuff that Steve pulled out because he pulled out the fire agate that he got me for Christmas. It's a big old strand. I have lots. So if anybody is like, I gotta have that, let me know. I'm down. He bought one of those great big huge strands of like chunky nuggets from Bernie's. Yeah, he bought those. So I'm gonna pull those out right now. They have some beautiful coloring. It's not like I don't like them. I do. I just sometimes stuff gets put away or to the side and whatever else, and then we forget we have it. I know that I have some fossil coral that would look good with it. Okay, so this is the fire agate that he got. It has some like beautiful greens and browns. Here's some like dark red. Ooh, carnelian would look great with this. Hello, Georgina. Hi, Rosanna. Okay, what did I do? Carnelian. Babe, I need you to come grab me the carnelian box. Please. Thank you. I don't think he's on a lag. I have some fossil coral that I could put with it. I think carnelian would look amazing with it. And if we put in some wood beads, that would be good as well. I wonder if you heard me. Vanna White, paging Vanna White. I need your assistance in the bead room. Hi, Cindy. I think I've said hi to everybody. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay. As I was saying, I have some fossil coral that would go good with it. I'm going to mute you so that I can, call him the way I normally would.
My phone on.
He was right there. He said he didn't have his phone on yet. I need the carnelian box. The carnelian, babe, it's right there underneath the mother of pearl. Would you stop? Right there. There's like a little, yes, right there. I can't reach it. Thank you. Oh my, I forgot I had that. Is there somebody in our group that loves carnelian? If so, get ready. I'll clutch your pearls, ladies. Look at those. Oh, I wasn't. I don't normally I call him babe, I call him Steve. I meant like how I call him. I was just gonna yell. Jenny says, do we want to know what you usually call him?
Yes.
Aren't those beautiful, Rosanna? And they're like your favorite shape. They're the rice, but they're like faceted rice. They're so pretty with that fire agate. Okay. Or, okay. Apparently, I have them in 2 sizes. These would be great. I feel like if we use these larger, like these are more like barrels. Let me see all of what I have right here in my carnelian box. I also have, are these bamboo or dog or bone beads? Like the ones that they refer to that are, I never know. Because sometimes it seems that they call them one thing and then they call them something else. You see anything you like, Rosanna? Let me know. We haven't fully figured out our barter situation. Oh yeah, I have this strand too. And this is a kind of facet that would be fun in a guy's bracelet. I also have these like chunky coins. Ooh, that could be a cool shape with the nuggets. Or not. Actually, don't like it. That's the thing. I do like to try as many beads as I can, looking for the perfect one. But I always know when it's a no. Like, I can tell you very firmly. Like, I just, like, nope. Oh, those are pretty. If these chunky nuggets were just a little bit smaller, I don't know. I feel like these have to. Hello, girls. Found this on a fluke. Hi, Kim. Dog bone have more rounded ends. So this is bamboo. Dog bones have more rounded ends. Okay, cool. We're just doing a bracelet bash. Steve picked a bunch of stuff out, put it on my desk. We're trying to decide what's gonna, throwing it at the wall, see what sticks, kind of thing. The only problem is I don't have I sent my 1mm and my 0.7 stretch magic home with my nieces. I do have the 1mm and longer. I don't really, I mean, I guess we can use it because I can always restring it, and it's better than this really flimsy stuff, even if it is doubled over. Because I'm gonna double this, even though it's 1mm. I'm still gonna double it over, since the beads are so chunky. So I just need to decide. Okay, so let's pull some of the like more greens out. But oh yeah, I was talking to Beth and Rosanna after her little day 2 of the sale, and I was like, I might need to do that next week. Let me know. These are really looking like niche. I don't understand what that means. Niche stick. Well, I can go with the lighter barrels. I don't have to go with I don't have to go all of the dark ones. I have multiple different colors. I do have the phosphor coral that I can use as well. That I can kind of sprinkle in and around because it is like the same yellowy brown tones as well. So yeah. Well, let's hope it keeps on spinning. I hope so. I like you. You bring fun. You make me laugh. I need to post what I sent to Deb a little while ago in the group. You guys will get a good laugh out of it, I think. Okay, I need some. I don't know. Do you have to pre-stretch in longa? I feel like that may almost cause it to start fraying earlier rather than later. Okay, I just need some beading cord, or here, a scrap piece of wire, then, or thread right here. What we can do is let's see. Let's see what I can do with this. If the cords will go through. So if we kind of go like this, I'm seeing the fire agate to like be, I would do like 2 like this on either side of the wrist, or should I do them in the middle with like some wood beads in between them? Where are the ones I just had? Oh, these are more like rondelles, so I could pop these in between. Oh, that's a really big size difference. I don't know that that'll work. I need some wire to. Okay, let me see here. So if we did this big old sucker there, and then we put this little rondelle in, and then we put another one on. Yeah, that's too small. I like the width of it. I just don't like the size of it. It needs to be bigger. So, but yeah, no, I was wood beads, lighter ones. That's what you need. Yeah, but the only wood. Oh, I have bone. Bone could work. Yep, there you go, Beth. We're on the same thought process right now. I grabbed 2 jars of my bone beads. Where'd the other one go? Because the other one had I literally just had it. It was up on the wall. I took it off the wall. I brought it over here with me. I wanted to use the little flat ones. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Oh, and the flat ones aren't even in here. Well, go figure. Let's see. Maybe that breaks it up nicely. Ooh, I like that. Do you agree? The bone beads in between. Oh, where are my big flat ones? Babe, if you saw the flat bone beads in the tub with all my other beads, I'd love it if you could come grab it for me. Because I think the Heshies would be perfect. Ah. Or we're going to have to use these rondelles. These ones are more rough. Do you know which ones I'm talking about? The flat ones?
And they say women can't get fucked up.
Oh my goodness. Your wife is in pain and doesn't want to fall.
I know what you're saying.
Oh, you grabbed at them. All right, sounds good. And I have these that are a little bit smaller. Yep. Okay, we'll test those two out and see which one we like better. On the wire, we could just go. So, like, these could be in between the fire at, I don't know, that might be too big. This whole bracelet's gonna be big. It's, Wilma's. I am making Steve be awful grabby tonight. Hi, Miranda. Hi, Dorothy. Where's the other one go that I wanted to use? Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I think probably 3 would be good. And then I could do another one of these and then go into the fossil coral. I don't know that the carnelian barrels look right. I like that. What do you guys think? Is that the best? Like, and then I can just do the bamboo coral around the back or the fossil coral. It's one of the two. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do that then. Should I put it on beading wire instead of on the, I think I'm going to, because I have the bead tubing right here if I need it for the bigger hold beads. I think it's safer. So we will get out some handy dandy soft wax. Put ourselves off a link. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's a sweetie pie. Alrighty, so then we have this. Like I said, I have bead tubing. We might need it for the whole, for all except for the fossil coral. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece early. Man, stop hitting that, Heather. I would guess that we're gonna need about 4 inches for the center of the bracelet. Like that. And then I might actually put one of the greens in the center so that it's not, well, I guess even that way it's still, it just depends on which way you turn it. Alrighty, so we will put that on with the bead tubing in between it to stabilize and protect the beading wire both. Then we will put our little bone on, and then the next fire agate. And then we'll put that one on it, and then that one I want this one, I think. I like the way this one looks. It has the green, so it kind of pulls it all together. It has all the colors of it. Okay. Get where you're supposed to be, tubing. There we go. I have too much, though. I'm not going to take it off till I'm sure that I don't need it anymore. So then we could use one of these to, I don't know if that's going to be too like on like with the fossil coral. Oh, I love the look of this, but it's oh, reading off one a little too big for me. So maybe we put 2 of the flat ones instead, and then go into the fossil coral to separate it. Yeah. Also, the beading tube, if you see, that's what's showing rather than the soft lex. I don't know. I just pulled the whole cord out. Thankfully, it's all still on bead tubing, so we're okay. I didn't just undo all of that work. Okay. So I also have these like gold triangle spacers. They're hematite. That could be kind of cool and a new shape. Ooh. Now I just want to know what it would look like on the other side of that. It's like kind of like the introduction of the metal. Plus it's another shape. I don't know what a jack slap is. What's a jack slap? I don't even know what that is. Ooh, I kind of like the way that looks. Huh. Okay, so do we put these on either side in here too? I really kind of like the way that the 2 of those next to each other. We would just have to cut down to the bead tube. I didn't either, Heather. I was just wondering if, right? I don't know. Okay, yes, I like that a lot. So we're gonna have to be more selective with our beading tube because it's not all going to fit. So we're gonna put this on, see how it goes. Oh my goodness. No, Steve made me a very yummy dinner. He made crab cakes. He uses the savory herb stovetop as the breading, and it's really good. I'm not a leftovers girl, and I can typically eat those leftovers. Okay, there's that. So we will need another piece. So this will probably cut into thirds. 1, 2. So we'll put this through here on that bead. Make sure that is not too long. Make it too long. What is it stuck on? Yeah, I don't know what you're stuck on, mister, but now you're not going to get used. Why is there something in the middle of each of these beads? Cooperate, gentlemen. Okay, and then the next piece of bead tubing. So this is literally how my brain works. When I'm designing, I pull a bunch of stuff out. I go through everything. Oh, slap your face. Oh, okay. And then I just kind of fiddle around Yeah, no. Yeah, I think you're right, Beth. I could have left it. I'm gonna leave it the way that it was with just the bones. So now cutting the bead tubing was not necessary, but it's all right. Not like it won't. I'm gonna cut a whole new piece actually, because I would rather it be a solid piece so that when the soft flex, when if it's gonna like bow out, that you see the bead tubing and not the soft flex. It kind of mimics the look of leather, which if I wasn't using the fossil coral, I totally could have done this on leather. But I am because I like it. There we go. And then this. And then another one. Okay, so if we have those two, we need something that kind of breaks that all up. So put the green in between. Put another one of our little guys on. Wait, those are two different sizes. Okay, the green one. It would probably be a good idea if I just tried to find one of my little clips, and I wouldn't have to worry about it falling off one side. And I know it was around here somewhere. But that's the story of my life, right? It was just here. This is a thicker one, but that still looks thicker. The one on there still. That one looks more like that one. I only care right here at the like focal point of the bracelet. If they go smaller later, I don't mind. They're called fire agate. Steve got me these. This was part of my gemstone Christmas presents. He got me this strand. He got me where did we just put that box? Because it had my Charlotte that he got me as well. He got me this gorgeous strand of Charlotte, and it has all the different tones and textures. It's got the chatoyancy in it, the way Mother of Pearl does. Like, so beautiful. I just love how there are so many points where this chatoyancy makes it look like a brush stroke came alive across the stone. They're beautiful. Yes, I could say stunning. Like, I have these. These are also charoite. They're really expensive. This has more of like the mauvey purple in it, and it has the black. But can you see what I mean about it looks like brush strokes are coming alive on a canvas? I love them. Oh, yeah. And he got me these amethyst. So, ladies, if you would like Steve to call and give out tips, I just asked for a very small finder's fee. That's all. After all, I did find tips. Just kidding. Okay, to the white. No, I want to do gold. White, gold. This for this part of it. So, white, gold. Yeah, that looks pretty. And then into the fossil coral. Some of the banding on this fossil coral, or I think it is fossil coral, if I remember correctly. That's what it looks like, anyways. One of those going hot. I want those. No, I think I'm just going to. I don't know. I don't know what to do right here. So I'm going to put the gold on the other side and think on it a minute. I really like the fossil coral on either side of the bone. I just think it's really sharp looking. All right. So I'm good to there, ladies. Now I'm stuck. I'm trying to think here. I mean, come on. There's like stuff in my elbow room, which is the problem here. Oh. And then maybe the next one is this. And then another one of these. Hi, Tina. I like to see what he picks out for me. It's interesting. Funnily enough, he used to just always be like, "What do you want me to get you? What do you want me to get you?" And it drove me crazy. And so the fact that like he's really stepped it up, like for our 25th anniversary, he went into the florist and picked each flower that went into my bouquet specially. She said we get all our flower shipment comes in here at this time. You can come down and go through it then. That's when we'll have the most options. So that's what he did, and it was very special. So it wasn't just, yeah. Oh, thanks. Which ones? I know I'm using a lot. Tammy and Kimberly. Jenny, mine's like the specimens more than the beads, but I just want to buy what I want. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he loves it. Stephen had gotten to the point he's been down at the bead shop long enough that he's able to help customers, and he knows the different shapes of the beads and everything now, so I think that's kind of cool. Okay, this is probably way too much on this one side. Maybe not. Maybe to there. Let's go to the other side. We will stack on this side and then measure and go from there. I really like these hematite spacers. That's what we're gonna do more gemstones, but we're gonna do a bunch of hematite because we keep saying that we're going to and then we haven't, so I don't like that one. Not for this. I want the smoother looking ones for this. Just because we are already really pretty yellowish green one over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to like the orange color. Here we go. All right, we'll pop this on and see where we're at measurement wide. Oh no, we got a while to go. We need more beads. That was like nowhere even close. So we gotta put another like 2-3 inches, but it's all right. This is an easy pattern. Then we can go. Let's put some more on this side real quick. And then this one. And then one more. Well, that's the same color as that. Oh, they have another like green one over here. Oh, this one is like more of a bright yellow, like dull yellow. All right, let's try that again. See if we got anywhere closer. And yes, I tie a very loose tie. It just helped me. And see, now it's at 7.5. So once we put on the clasp, we should be good to go. For my hubby anyways. But as always, any of the pieces I make, unless expressly said otherwise, are for purchase. You can always reach out to me privately after the live, or just say something in the comments on the live. Okay. Where is I grabbed my bottle of brass findings. Oh, you used gold, Heather. Why are you reaching for brass? You used gold. Where is my gold box? I am sorry, ladies. I have been unorganized all darn day. I apologize. Just been a weird couple of days for me is all. So I apologize. There are some that was the wrong thing to do. There's my crimp tubes. Whew, okay. There's my crimp tubes. I have jump rings. So I'm ready to go on all of that, but I really should find a clippy. Oh, I don't know that a clippy would even do much good because of the weight of the beads. So we're just going to be extra especially careful that we don't pull the beads all off of the soft wax. I really wish I know Rosanna's sending me some champagne colored wire, but I really wish Softlex would get some white. I mean gold. They have white. Oh, there it is. Like, where's my magical crimper? I just used it earlier. Okay, I think we all know how to use the magical crimper, but I will explain really carefully. You're just in the middle of the pliers. There's a concavity that will, with each smush, take the excess metal and form it into the shape of a little bead. but you want to make sure that it's always within the center, because if it's not, you get weird little edges. And you have to crimp it a whole lot more than if you don't, because all it's doing is just squishing the excess metal back in on itself. I think it's kind of like biscuit dough. You know how you're not supposed to put too much water? You need to get it until it's just right and just incorporated enough. And then you kind of go from there. I think I got it now. There we go. That one last squish is what I was looking for. There was no more resistance. Okay. And I'm making on the book so you guys can see me because I need to go get a new bead mat. I thought I had a bunch here, but apparently I was incorrect. This needs to go back in my carnelian box unless we decide to make with it tonight. Okay, wait, what did Beth say? You just told him what he's bought you? There you go. You keep your Amazon cart full because that is usually what you will buy me for him. Gotcha. There you go. My kids are like that. You just tell them what you buy. And to be fair, mine has placed a small bead order before as a surprise. And when I told him I wanted more bead money for our anniversary, he agreed. Aw, that's sweet. This year he bought me some pink toolboxes. That I'm jealous. I've thought about getting those, but right now we have all of, but like when I have a more established like collection, especially my pearls, when I have enough to where, you know, I can store them all laying down kind of thing, that would be my dream. The ones that aren't your typical day at the bead store. All right, we don't want this to be too tight. So we're going to stretch it, wiggle it around a little bit, make sure it's good. I don't want it to be saggy or have gaps, but it has to have movement too. And squish. In case I didn't say this the first time around, the squishes don't have to, like, you don't have to be Hercules about it. You're just going to grab it and squish. This one right here is going to be one of those kind. Come on. I have a feeling that this was a bunk. Oh, nope, it crimps. Okay. I didn't think that it was going to actually catch. There we go. Now it did. I was probably just being impatient, which is why I thought that I was horrible at using the magical crimper. It was just because I was giving up too soon. Okay. There we go. And then we will put jump rings on it. And as soon as I find my gold box, I will put a gold clasp on it. Oh, I didn't get that one. Oh. And obviously this is going to have more gaps when it's just laying there. But when it's on your wrist, it's not, because all of that's going to be filled in. Well, I don't even know why I keep these anymore. I need to just get rid of them. They do not work. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I'm glad you guys can't see what I'm doing because of the book. No, you probably still could, but Get that out of the way, put something heavy on it. There we go. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting the other piece of wire. Okay. See, so when it's on the wrist, there's not a gap anywhere. And that will fit my amazing hubby. And he will be the benefit of his gift to me. Okay. Then I was watching something, scrolling through like YouTube shorts, and I saw like all of the like back to school things. Oh, watch me pack my lunch, my kids' lunch, all of that kind of stuff. Which, if you've never seen, there's an Indian couple on YouTube that is hilarious. He has like an emoji over his face all the time. He's hilarious. And the thing that he put up last year about those pictures and how it was just parents proving to other parents that they actually got their kid off to school and stuff like that. It's hilarious. I will try to find the link and put that in the Beading Besties group. I don't like that. Because it really is funny. He's hysterical. They both are together. They're a fantastic couple. Anyways, I digress. The reason why I brought that up was because I have these rose quartz little stars, and I have like the little, I don't know if these will be too small for the dragonfly. I was going to use these Amazon Hishis that I got from Hobby Lobby on clearance. So I grabbed these. I like these both together a lot. What?
That's the name of the place.
Oh, these are fire agate. They're beautiful. Beth has actually been, or not Beth, sorry, Rosanna actually has been going through her stack and selling off some of her pendants that she's not used, whatever else. And I'm thinking about doing the same. And just like the stuff that I have, if you ever see a stone like this, because this is a $75 strand at Bernie's, that's how much one of these strands costs. But if you ever see something that I happen to have a lot of, just DM me if you want a few. I don't mind sharing. It kind of helps absorb the cost of the excess beads. So, there's those. Where are my... Do we want to do this as a stretch bracelet? Here's my thing on stretch bracelets for kids. If you can have the knot within a very large bead glued in there so they can't take it off. Otherwise, I like the adjustable ones for them better than the others. So that's what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to make it adjustable. I really want to use this dragonfly. Maybe if I stick it, I was thinking like if I stuck the roses back to back, I could put the dragonfly on the, I just had soft flex. I'm going to use the pink tourmaline. I was looking for my regular medium, but the pink will look cute because of the stars. Oh, you like those, Dorothy? Yeah. If I'm going to put some of those in the sale. Plus, I have all of the Suchow Jade pieces that I bought for the original collections. I've got all the carved wreaths. They're like donuts, but they're carved, so they're wreath beads. I have the double-sided vintage rose beads where both sides are carved. They're stunning. I have those. They are matte though, Rosanna. I don't know how much you'll like that, but you can always just pair them with something like this. The rose beads are absolutely gorgeous. So that's the kind of stuff. I haven't really made anything with any of that for, I'm pretty sure I just cut a piece of this off, but I set it down. It's all right. It's okay. Alrighty. So, oh, did I cut that too short now? It would have to be for a little. Heather, that's okay. I will use those for earrings. Okay. So here's what I was thinking. I was thinking that I would put the flowers, and I don't know, the rose quartz stars with the roses and the Amazonite might be a lot, but oh no, I thought they were drilled the other way. That's not gonna work. I thought that they were drilled like uh from the back to the front. I know I have some like that. It's just not these. We can still use this, and I'll find a way to get a dragonfly on here somewhere. So we have the pink, and I was thinking we would just do a star, and then a couple of the Amazonite tissue beads. And then another star. I don't know. I'm wondering if I need like metal for either side of the star. Or a seed bead of some kind. These are the brown ones. Where are my gold ones? I mean, my silver one. Oh, here we go. Silver to the rescue. I will tell you that my sister, when she was here, she said that the girls are a lot more responsible with their jewelry now, that they make it. They like see that it takes time and you have to think up the different patterns and how much things cost and all of that. So a lot of my kids' stock, which is just stuff from different bead boxes that I haven't used. So like if they sit in my overflow, like my bead box overflow, then I just, at that point, I'll just stick it in the kid box. And then when I go and have a bracelet bash with one of the sets of littles in my life, they get to use the higher quality beads, and they, from my experience, are very good about keeping track of them. A lot better than when it's just like stretch bracelets and stuff. But I just love, especially with stuff like rose quartz and Amazonite, amethyst, things like that that you can get for a relatively good price. Like, why wouldn't you? You guys are gonna laugh at me. Steve, don't watch. Yes, I just did that. And I will show you why. These are kind of my newest obsession, this Terra Rose color of the Preciosa. I have it in multiple Sizes, I have the 8/0s and the 11/0s. Where is the hole? And what I was thinking is either do silver, pink, silver, or the opposite. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that it should be pink, silver, pink, or with the I don't know. I think I kind of like the pink, but yeah. Oh, Tina, okay, I'll go check that out. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Jenny. Woohoo! I think I'm gonna go with the pink as the one that there's two of. Because this pink is like that really pretty dusty rose color, so it not only looks great with the stars, but it's also really pretty with the Amazonite. And with the Amazonite, you could even take a small bead cap and place it on either side of your, like right here, I'm doing a 3-stack. So it's all odd numbers, but you could put a bead cap on other side of this. And had I been doing that, I would have done the silver, pink, silver, just to kind of extend the metallic tone. Anytime I can do that simply by just adding a little metal bead on the other side of a bead cap, I think that it helps it look I don't want to say more polished because I don't want you guys, I don't ever mean any of those things negatively. I hope that you know that. But it makes it look a little bit more professional when you have those little touches. I used to have a really hard time. I either used too many spacers or not enough. But most of the time it was like too many spaces. I thought there had to be one in between every single bead, whether I went with the pattern or not. And so I hope I've like toned that down some. That's another reason that I like the idea of the jewelry journals that I'm putting together. Because I can go back and see older designs and recognize the growth within my designing. So even if you're at the beginning and you're not really sure you want to keep pictures yet, keep them, because that way you have that to go back to. I'm trying to decide if I still want to use one of those roses as a focal or if that would be like the next bead. Though we are just about out of time. I didn't realize I was showing off the beads and trying to figure out what to use, though. He literally came in and he's like, "Don't you have to go live tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, crap." So then I said, "Just go start picking beads." Good old fashioned bracelet bash is always good for the soul, I feel. It's some easy wins. And we have to celebrate those, because if we don't celebrate ourselves, why would anybody else? You have to, I feel like the difference between bravado and like authenticity, I feel like the more people see that you're human and whatnot, the more confident you are. if you're confident in saying this bead goes with that bead and da 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 da, then people are more apt to listen to you than if you just kind of well, I don't know. I mean, I guess they could go together. If you're at a craft store and that's the way that you're a craft show and that's the way that you talk about your craft, um, people are not going to be as reticent to buy from you as the person a couple of booths down that just had confidence and sounded like they knew what they were talking about and all of that kind of stuff. This is all the buyer's mentality stuff that's important to learn. Just like I generally, almost all of my pieces of jewelry are budgeted at each price, one for each price. And then if you buy three, you get the third half off. To say they're $5, you buy they're $5 each or $12.50 for three. People are more apt to spend more money if they think they're getting a deal than they ever intended to spend when they walked up to your table. So there's some really good podcasts out there about this subject directly where they talk about all of this. They go through like the keys to success, stuff like that, the ability to talk to your customers. If a child does come up to you, having a real conversation with them as if they were just a shorter human, you know? They're just a shorter adult, that's all. But if you talk to them like that, I'm not talking like the 2, 3, or 4-year-olds. I'm talking about anybody from 6 on up. Even if all you do is ask them what their name is and you repeat their name back to them, that is a big deal. The most meaningful thing that any person can hear on any given day is their own name being said to them. So if you remember all of that, plus, parents appreciate when a vendor is willing to talk to their child rather than hovering, oh, they can't touch. Like that's going to turn a buyer off very quickly. I get it. If you have expensive stuff, I just wouldn't have it anywhere near the same table as anything where your kids' items are. Just don't have that stuff there. So that you don't have to worry about something getting picked up or touched with sticky fingers or whatever else. I just keep Lysol wipes under my table anyways, just in case it does happen. But parents, especially moms, appreciate it when other adults take the time to make their child feel seen, heard, etc. And that's a very powerful thing. Talked about that on my live yesterday morning with the friend mail that I got from Tammy back. Was the first time that like I got friend mail. It wasn't just something that somebody said, "Oh, you can share with Heather," kind of thing. And it was kind of like the first time I felt like, "Yep, I could do this myself. I don't necessarily need to have somebody else's name on my stuff." So it's just a good thing to learn to know about, just so that you're going to be more successful if you know those things. Oh, yeah, there are always kids that will touch everything. Absolutely. Rosanna, I love spacers, girl. Don't even. I know you told me, Tammy, and I appreciate that. And so did Beth, and so did Rosanna, and so did a lot of you, and I appreciate all of that. was very meaningful. And like I said, it's taken me a little bit slower of a go to get my subscribers numbers up and whatever else. I'm still not able to monetize yet, but I'm okay because I did it the way I wanted to do it. I did it so that nobody would look at me with a raised eyebrow about things. They would know, like, that's not who she is. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. But if this is a child's bracelet, that will get broken. I'm trying to think. No, the ice cream cones aren't going to work. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to have a focal on it, but you know. Anyways, I know that we're over the hour. I don't want to keep you. I know that some of you are on the East Coast, so it's much later there. But thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, I know, right? And I hear that like once you monetize, that your channel seems to grow faster, or so I've been told. I could be wrong, but that's what I was told. So, well, ladies, thank you for spending your time with me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one either tomorrow morning or off tonight, and I'll show it off tomorrow morning. Jenny, I don't know if you know what the daily lineup is, but Central Standard Time, right, Rosanna? It's 9 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, I believe. For Pacific Standard Time, Randy at Thunder Horse Ascendants is on at 7 o'clock. Rosanna is on at 9 o'clock, and I am on at 11 o'clock. So, maybe you just have us on in the background, hear us paddle away. But yes, I know it takes a while, huh, Nicole? It does take a while. So, Randy is 9 a.m. Central. So then Rosanna's 11 and I'm 1 o'clock. That's what I said to begin with. Yeah. So, just in case you want to know, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. You read with your mom. Girl, we got to talk about your insomnia because I take passion flower and valerian root. I have had, I have had an insomnia since as long as I can remember, back when I was a child. Everything with the valerian root and passion flower mixed together, I'm getting the best sleep of my life. I used to go 3 and 4 days with no sleep, and there were times that Steve would have to take me to the ER just so they could give me a shot to make me go to sleep. And even then, it was, very short lived because as soon as it wears off, you're done. But yeah. Cool. Alrighty. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your night. Like I said, thank you for spending your time with me. And I can't wait to see you guys in the morning. I hope I already said this, have a wonderful night. I have a hard time signing off too. I don't know. Yeah. So, happy beatings. Love you, ladies.